Welcome to Barbies and Baby Dolls, where I talk about dolls. Big and small, I love them all. My name's Becca, and let's get this video started. So, today's video is this little girl's proper introduction. So, let me see, has it been I think it's been over a week. I found this, maybe almost 2 weeks now. So, I found this little lady. She had wildly curly hair. And I found her at a Goodwill for $10. I've shown pictures already of her in her original outfit. Actually I had a little video. That's right. I had a video showing her original outfit. I showed her wig off, and I also showed how her wig had fallen off. So her gluiness didn't want to glue anymore. So I decided, instead of trying to glue that wig back on, because I did try to clean the wig and make it pretty, but it's so curly. And it was like super obnoxious. It was like so tangly. Like I didn't want to deal with it. So I went on to Dolls by Sandy, and first I measured her head, and she was between the 14 and 15 inch size for the wigs. And I went on to Dolls by Sandy, and I looked at all the selections there, and they had a bunch that were on sale. And that's because I'd never done a wig before on any of my dolls. I went with like the cheapest wig I could find. So this little wig was, I think with shipping and handling, it was like $18. And I think it looks absolutely adorable on her. So, yeah, so I guess it kind of has a bit of a wave. I didn't want to go anything too curly because I want to be able to like brush my hands through it and brush it and stuff like that. And it came as like with a little ponytail on top with this little bow, and it is so cute, just with the little bangs, and it goes down a bit down near her like shoulder blades, I would say. But yes, she just looks so precious. And actually right now I just have the wig on her. I didn't glue it. I did buy some E6000 glue, like the low odor glue, and but yeah, this wig fits on her so well. I haven't had to glue it yet, and who knows, I may, because if I want to do other hairstyles, it might be like annoying or whatever if it's not glued on. But as of right now, and also I'm an adult collector, it's not like she's going to be played with, by a child or anything, so I'll know to go be soft with her hair. But yeah, it's so cute. It's just like a nice little brown hair tone, and she's got these big brown eyes. Look at her sweet little face. And I did buy her, so she is sitting. I found these little shoes in my dolly stash, and they fit her perfectly. I think they're like 3-month shoes or something. They fit her perfectly. And this little dress I got at Target for $8. So let's see, I spent $10 on her, $18 on the wig, and then $8 for this dress. And I have a beautiful little doll that is just so precious. I wiped down her arms and her legs and her face. She had a couple little stains on her or whatever, but they came right off with, I used like a magic eraser and just some Dish Dawn soap. So yeah, she's so cute. And so she does have kind of like a chest plate up here, so it's very cute to be able to have her wear this little tank top dress. Now the dress is 18 months, because when I was in the stores, it seemed like she would be like a 9 to 12 month size, just by her proportions. I have another Lee Middleton doll that's behind me, little Magnolia, and she's a 6 to 9 month. So I tried on some of her clothes, and they were a little tight on her. So I thought, oh, maybe 9 to 12 would be good. But when I was in the store, some of the dresses looked really small. So I bought an 18 month. And honestly, it's a little big on the top, but you can barely tell. So, and I don't think I'm going to get a very big wardrobe for her. She'll probably just be in this cute little watermelon dress like all summer. And then I do want to get her some jammies. And then, yeah, then I can get her a couple other, like a fall outfit, a winter, like a Christmas outfit probably. And let's see, and then like a spring outfit or something. But even with this, I could get her a little cardigan, and she could just wear this little dress. But yeah, she's very cute. Now, mostly in my nursery, my dolls have nature inspired names. So when I got her, because I wasn't expecting to get her, a lot of times the dolls that I get I see beforehand, and I, purchase them off of Mercari or eBay or rebornspot.com, and I usually have a name for them before they come to me. Like something just pops in my head. And I didn't have a name for her. So she went nameless for a good week. And also, I just was looking at her one day, and just all of a sudden the name Sarah just popped in my head, and it was like she was telling me her name Sarah. And it's so funny because even my husband was like, wait a second, she has like a normal human name? And I was like, yeah, because I have Juniper and Olive and Coral and Robin and Ivy, and who else do I have? Clover and Willow and Magnolia. Like, those are the names of a lot of my dolls. So my husband was like, wait a second, she's got a real name, and she looks pretty spiffy in her new little wig. My husband was very relieved for her to have a wig on, because she was kind of creeping him out a little bit sitting down here. I do definitely want to get her own chair. Maybe one time when I'm at Walmart or something, I can find like a cute little kid chair. Because yeah, her legs, she is in a seated position, so it's not like I can make her legs be standing at all. But that's fine. She's so cute. She's gonna sit in a cute little chair. I'll find her one along the line out in my adventures. Even maybe at the Goodwill, I'll find a cute little rocking chair or something that can be hers. But yeah, I just wanted to bring her on today and show you that she finally has a new wig. She looks very spiffy. She has a name. And also, I did do some research. So, on the back of her, it does say Linda... What is this? Linda... Shoot, I have a... Okay, Linda Rick and Diane Bucky. So, and it does say copyright 2006, and she's 35 of 500 dolls. And I found her on the interwebs. Oh, darn it. What was her name? So originally she did come with the dress that she had. It's like a pink dress. It's very Victorian looking, and she had like the big curly hair. She did come with a teddy bear too, and I didn't get her with a teddy bear, but if you purchased her, back in the early 2000s, she would have come with a teddy bear. And I guess I was just more fascinated by the artist. So Linda Rick, so I found this little article. It's called The Doll Maker Story. And it says, once upon a time, a doll was created just for you. This is the way Linda Rick loves to start all the doll maker's stories. Her fairy tale adventures as the doll maker have been most enchanting. So, come to find out. So she made, so what else does it say here? Okay, so ever since she was a little girl, she believed in fairy tales and faraway places, where her dolls would come to life and play, bringing happiness and laughter to everyone that saw them. With her mother's guidance, Linda became proficient in sewing, knitting, and crocheting, developing artistic abilities at a young age. Linda would groom her dolls to her personal liking, redressing her dolls, styling their gorgeous locks of hair. Linda would paint their perfect lips and adore ribbons and lace to their adorable dresses, making every detail better than one could imagine. So I'm just going to look up real quick too. So, Linda, let's see, Linda Rick. Okay, so Linda Rick, she actually ended up, she worked for Precious Moments. So there's Precious Moments dolls by the doll maker Linda Rick. And let's see, she also, what was the name of her company? Hold on a second. I should have written this stuff down. What a silly goose I am. Cause yeah, it was like Dolls and Fun or something, or Friends and Dolls. Let's see. So yeah, so she like had a collaboration with that Diane Bucky. What was the name? Oh, that's right. This doll's name was Cookie. That's right. I did. Sorry, I'm looking through my search engines here. So her name was Cookie, and she came with a little bear that also had like a pink bow in her hair, and then that pretty dress. And these went for like a couple $100. Oh, that's what it is. The Doll Maker and Friends. That was the company that Linda Rick had with Diane Bucky. Now, of course, you guys can also look up this information. I may not have all the details correct, but yeah, this is what I've looked up. So yeah, so I have this picture. I don't know if you guys can even really see it. But yeah, so she did come with her curly hair, a big pink bow. So this is the dress I found her in, and she has little pink shoes, like little Mary Jane shoes, and then there was like off-white socks with some lace on it. She only had one sock that I found at the Goodwill. But yeah, so limited edition Cookie, that was her name. She came with a little teddy bear too. That's right. So yeah, so the Doll Maker and Friends, that's what Linda Rick had. So yeah, so she just loved making dolls. And I believe, let's see, is she still, let's see, let's look a little bit more. Yeah, so she worked for, okay, let's see. Okay, so here we go. So Linda started her business in 1990. Let's see, she started her career as a hobby, creating handcrafted porcelain dolls in 1990, which eventually led to her success in the gift industry and at Toy Fair. In 2001, she became the doll designer for Precious Moments, significantly impacting the brand's design and success. So she kind of has the same story as Lee Middleton, because I know many videos back I did a whole little history on Lee Middleton. The same thing. She started making porcelain dolls like in her house, and then eventually went to a toy fair. They sold out, and then she was still making them in her house, and then eventually moved to making vinyl dolls, because obviously vinyl was cheaper to come by than the porcelain materials. So yeah, so this Linda Rick kind of had the same kind of bit of a story. So yeah, she started as a hobby and then just went from there. So yeah, so she made the Doll Maker brand. So yeah, so she was initially focused on creating fully American-made, exclusively dressed porcelain dolls. And then, let's see, so her first appearance at the Toy Fair was in 1998. And then in 2001, she began working with Precious Moments. So, let's see, she was credited for revitalizing Precious Moments doll line. Let's see. She's also introduced several lines under the Doll Maker brand, including Doll Maker and Friends, Key to the Heart, Lee Middleton Moments, and Lovey Dovey dolls. Which is funny because I actually do have, I had two Lee Middleton Moment dolls. One I will talk about later. That was my Reed. Actually, I'll just talk about it right now. So Reed, I had him for a short time. He had a very dramatic entrance into my home. He took forever to, his shipper took forever to ship, and then when it finally shipped, the woman ended up giving me like a 1-star on Macari. Then when the doll finally shipped, it came to me and it reeked like cigarette smoke. And I thought I could deal with it. I had him sequestered from the rest of the group. I bought him new clothes. I washed his vinyl and stuff like that. And it was weird because his cloth body didn't smell, but his vinyl really smelled. And then when we were getting to move, I did not want to put him with my other, because I had to pack up my dolls. And we had to pack up because we had to sell the house, so we had to put a lot of stuff, away. And I did not want to pack him up with any of my dolls because I did not want him to contaminate any of my dolls. So I actually ended up donating him. So who knows, hopefully he made it to because we dropped him off at Goodwill or something. So hopefully he made somebody else's day very happy, and maybe they won't mind the cigarette smell. I'm not totally sure because it wasn't very bad, but I could smell. I have a very, very sensitive nose. Even when I order reborn dolls, I specifically ask the artist not to put in those wafers because I one time had a Paradise Galleries doll that I loved to death. That Coda Coda Bear one, the little Asian baby. It was so cute, but it reeked like that powder smell that they use, and that doll had to be like sequestered, and I couldn't really hold it. I would dress it and stuff like that. I also ended up selling that doll, but yeah, I couldn't hold it. Just gave me a headache. I didn't like it. So anyway, so Reed is no longer in my nursery. He has been donated to somebody else. Cause yeah, I didn't even want to try to resell him. It just wasn't worth it. Cause I wouldn't knowingly sell somebody something that stinks. So, and I was like, okay, so I lost out I think it was like $100 or something. So I lost out on that money. He only was in my nursery for like a short amount of time. He was actually he was first my only boy in the nursery. And then I got Bear, my little reborn. But yeah, so Reed is gone. I do plan on, there is one boy toddler I want to get from Ashton Drake. So hopefully we'll have to think on that for a little bit, because he's like 200. And so I'm not quite ready right yet. Seeing I keep finding these super cool things at Goodwill here. And yeah, even her, I was undecided. I was thinking of maybe just giving her a freshen up, get her a new wig, and then donating her again or something, or giving her away or something. I don't know. But I really like her right now. I want her to stick around for a little bit. I really do love the toddlers because they are pretty adorable. But yeah, I do have one other Lee Middleton Moments doll. Yes, that's Rosie. Right? Yeah, that's Rosie. She was like the Precious Rose or something like that. Wait, is that correct? Yes, I think that's correct. Yeah. Yes. So anyways, so it's kind of funny how all these artists kind of just mingle within each other, because even like Reva Schick, she did Lee Middleton, and she does her own vinyl kits. And yeah, so it was just really cool to kind of go do a little research on this doll, see where she came from and who her artists were and everything like that. So yeah, the Doll Maker brand was what Linda Rick had established, and she made Doll Maker and Friends. So she's part of the Doll Maker and Friends group of dolls. I did some research. I did some more searching on eBay and Mercari, and the dolls are gorgeous. Because they have that hard vinyl. They're very beautiful dolls, have beautiful wigs. It seemed like, in the early 2000s, there was just a lot of these catalog type dolls that came with fancy dresses and little toys and stuff like that. So yeah, so I think I lucked out really well getting her. And then, yeah, it was just kind of cool to learn about this artist. And yeah, so she has to do with precious moments too. So, but yeah, this little girl is just so precious. She just has like these chubby little cheeks. I love the bangs on her. Because even the wig she had curls, but she did have curly bangs too. And I'm really impressed with this wig that I got from Dolls by Sandy. I think the only other thing I've bought from Dolls by Sandy is probably some pacifiers, some of those like honeybug pacifiers. So if I do plan on re-wigging any of my other dolls, or if I find another doll that needs a new wig or whatever, I will definitely check them out, check out their other options. But yeah, I was a little leery because this was so inexpensive. I was leery that it was not going to be good. But yeah, it is so soft. There's no tangles. It came already in this little ponytail. So very cute. So Sarah is very excited to be whole and have hair and have this cute little outfit. And she's heavy too. I didn't weigh her, but yeah, she's substantial. And it was funny because when I got her from the Goodwill, she was sitting on my lap in the car, and I was just carrying her around like in Goodwill, and I kind of freaked out a couple of people that were like, oh my God, that's a doll. So it was just kind of funny. And then I was nervous because she did have to sit on my lap on the ride home. So luckily we didn't get pulled over by any police thinking I had a real child on my lap. But yeah, she's about 31 inches. And like I said, I will probably get her a few more items for clothing. And you all know that I love watermelon themed items. So of course when I saw the little watermelon dress, and I think, was this Cat and Jack? Yeah, it was Cat and Jack. I got at Target just the other day. I ended up buying 2 sizes. I got the 18-month and the 2T, just because like it didn't have they didn't look vastly different, but I wasn't 100% sure what was going to fit her. So I will be returning the other one because obviously I don't need it. I don't have any other dolls bigger than her. So yeah, I wanted to come on here. It is Tuesday, which is Toddler Tuesday. I don't know the theme this week. I've been kind of... What did I even do this weekend? Oh, what the heck did we do this weekend? Oh, my little Gracie, my little Maltese, she has like a bladder infection. So that's right. Saturday morning I spent about 4 hours in the pedi-ER and I was just burnt out. So I don't think I really moved at all this weekend. It was kind of a lot. So I should have had time to watch some videos, but I guess I didn't. But little Gracie's doing better. She is elderly. She's 12. She's blind and did have a bladder infection, but she's on antibiotics and she's doing much better. It is really, really tough having senior dogs. Y'all know that my Frank passed recently. He was a senior dog, but he also could have lived longer. He just got this crazy infection that he just couldn't fight. So it was a little nerve-wracking going to the emergency vet on Saturday morning, because the last time I was there, it was, to drop off Frank because he had passed. And there were people coming in and out, and there was all sorts of emergencies, and there were people crying, and I started crying. It was just a hot mess. I was pretty burnt out on Saturday. So I was very excited when her little wig came yesterday, and I got her all dressed up and everything. But yes, so anyways, want to make this a happy video because we got little Sarah. She's got a name and a new hairdo. And I think that's all I have for right now. So if you guys like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and do some research on the doll makers and friends. There's some really adorable dolls, and it's such a kick in the butt because now I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole and look at the other ones that were offered back in the day. I gotta keep myself one lane. Like Lee Middleton, Paradise Galleries, My Reborns, American Girl. I can't be going off like tangents, getting these doll makers and friends. I don't know. But anyways, I hope you all have a good day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.